Hi everyone, my name's Alan. I am the other voice in cast iron that isn't Lewis, and I'm coming to you from the beautiful Blue Mountains in Australia. But we're not here to talk about me, we're here to talk about this. This is the LEGO Ideas Sonic the Hedgehog package. I am a somewhat notorious Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Well, I wouldn't even dream of buying this myself. I got a very generous gift from a friend straight off the production lines. So the last time I had a Lego set, I just looked up, was Ice Planet, and that was in 1993. So we're going to open this up, take a look at what's inside, and hopefully I'll still be able to assemble it. The manual is just like a little Mega Drive title screen and a little Mega Drive finish. That's very cute. There's a lot of fan service going on. A fan-designed Lego model inspired by the original Sega Sonic the Hedgehog game is simply a match made in play heaven. Oh yeah, and they had the Sonic Mania set, so this is the real old school one. Isn't this beautiful? It has all the classic games, all the really shit ones from the 2000s, and the actually not too bad movie. I am slightly daunted, I have to say, by the fact that this instruction manual is like, I don't know, Civilization 2 or something, and has hundreds upon hundreds of steps. So we're not going to do a time lapse of me assembling this whole thing, because we will be here until next year. And also there's a chance that my dog will eat the parts. So this is it. The build's completed. It took me about 3 or 4 hours. I've had a haircut, so it has been a couple of weeks since the initial unboxing, but I thought I would take you through the assembly process and the final result. So what you can't see from this is it's actually assembled in stages, and as you go through the book, there's a little trail with Sonic on it that shows you how far through the build you've got. And it's roughly 7 stages, and every time you go through one build stage, you get a Chaos Emerald, which is quite nice, just like the real thing, though actually easier than the real thing, because I was never very good at the Chaos Emeralds. So we've got the overall Green Hill landscape here. We've got a Sonic Minifig. That was probably the easiest part of the build, to be honest. That was one step. And he comes with his Emerald tray. We've got a little crab meat here, whose claw I dropped off when I was trying to move it into the kitchen. We've got a Motobug, which is pretty authentic. I'm not sure if these are all standard Lego bits or if they're special bits, but it's quite cute. We've got Dr. Eggman and his Eggmobile, which we'll come to later. Overall, the build process was, I thought, pretty straightforward. It says 1,125 pieces, but you have to remember that most of those pieces are the little brown bits from the actual checkerboard pattern on the Green Hill stage. Some people have said that that's a bit tedious. I think that takes you back to 1991 to imagine what the artists must have felt like as they painstakingly coloured it in pixel by pixel in those tiles. So it seems like solidarity with the original artists, but really not too difficult. They give you one of the little brick separators. I remember we used to pay for these back in the 90s. Comes with one in the box. I didn't make any major mistakes, so I didn't need to use it, but I think that's a nice concession to accessibility that makes it easier. It is rated as 18 plus. But unless your 12-year-old is like an avid brick swallower, I think it's going to be fine for anyone. It's really straightforward. You can't really tell from this, but it's broken into different sections, and each section corresponds to a numbered bag. So you start off with Sonic and the Motobug and the crab meat. You move on to the first tree, bridge, and the loop, and it builds sequentially. So it's really straightforward. I've also got a couple of leftover bits, like optional bits from the build. The Motobug has 2 faces. So you can have friendly Motobug or angry Motobug. Obviously I went for the friendly one because this sits in my office and I have to look at it every day. And the little televisions on top of the loop-to-loop, they're also changeable as well. So you've got a 1-up, the speed shoes, you've got a ring, you've got a shield, and we've got invincibility. But I have chosen the correct answers, which was Sonic's face and speed shoes. We also have a working lamppost. So you can change that from active to inactive, and we've got a working spring. Wow! So that's actually quite a nice mechanism, you can, let's try and launch Sonic here. Yeah, okay, so it's not like the real thing, but it's quite a nice little touch. And some people had asked me when I was building this about whether it's like the Lego Super Mario. Now, from my experience, Lego Super Mario was watching a phone fail to connect to the Bluetooth on Mario over and over for hours on end. This has no digital stuff whatsoever. It's just a pure, like, standard Lego brick build, and I think that's probably better. It's not the kind of thing that I imagine people actually having a play with. You know, personally, I'll just go and play Sonic the Hedgehog rather than try and replicating it in Lego form. But I like the little touches like the spring, and it's quite cute. It just makes the build that little bit extra special. So the Eggman character is probably the coolest bit in the set. As you can see, he's got his little Egg-O-Matic, and the detail in this is beautiful. So we've got stickers, it's fully rounded, there's a flame jet at the back, and it stands in this, I guess it's transparent, but you're obviously going to see it pedestal. The cool bit about this is you can take Eggman out, and he's even got legs, just like real life. And the inside of the Egg-O-Matic is fully upholstered. One of the nice things that happens during the build process, but isn't apparent with a finished model, is there's quite a lot of different funky colored layers. So they use dark blues and reds and stuff to make the build a little bit easier. So it's not just straight green and brown through the earth. It's not Minecraft, there's a bit of texture there. Overall, the detail on the model is pretty outstanding. I think it's a really phenomenal representation of classic Sonic Lego. So we've got the tree with the little individual articulated fronds. The only thing missing from that's like a hidden spring inside it or something. The bridge even has tiny translucent blue waves. There's probably more detail in that than the original Mega Drive game. The rings come on special stands that look custom to me, but I don't know. The loop is fantastic. All of these green bits, that's actually printed directly on the pieces. There's not too many stickers in this. The only stickers you can see are actually here on the lip. That's a little sticker, although some of that's bricks. Obviously the monitors and things have stickers, but the grass is printed on, which is a nice little touch. You can even see we've got a Sonic and the number of lives there down in the bottom left corner. And on the back, there's a sort of a credit Easter egg that credits the designers of the model. I don't have enough experience of Lego to know if that loop-the-loop is just a standard Lego piece, if everyone's doing loop-the-loops these days, but I think they've either used a lot of custom parts or they've used just the right standard parts to make it feel truly authentic. Like I say, you've got things like the articulated spring, and that even looks like a honest-to-God real Sonic the Hedgehog spring, and that little flower is very cute as well. So all in all, I think it is awesome. I think it's a really fantastic collector's piece, and it's now got pride of place in my office. I can't speak to the playability of it. The gameplay, I don't know, but in terms of the overall graphical presentation, ease of the build, even for someone who doesn't build a lot of Lego anymore, I think it's really an outstanding collector set. It's absolutely beautiful, and you can tell that the designers and also the Lego team that produced the manual really cared enough about the product. Like, there's even Easter eggs on the back of the manual, which is taken straight out of the Sonic the Hedgehog credits. All those little parts just make you feel like, oh, these are people who played the original game. You haven't got any of that weird green-eyed Sonic Adventure stuff blurring in, and everything's just the right proportion and feels like proper classic Sonic. And I think that's really important to preserve the original identity of the game rather than doing like a Sonic Generation style mishmash. So there's not a lot of fault unless you really don't like putting brown and slightly lighter brown pieces together. It's really outstanding. It was a fun 3-hour build while we watched some TV. I won't be disassembling it and doing it again. I like it the way it is, but yeah, awesome set, and recommend it to anyone who likes Lego, Sonic, or ideally both. Hey, Spyro, do you want to go on an adventure? Do you want to go on a Sonic adventure? Come on, Sonic adventure, let's go. Come on. There we go, that's what we do. That's what